Good morning. Good morning. Sylvia, you're in the car.
Yeah.
Um, Producer, I got echo. Sylvia, you are in the car because the trial has been postponed today because Shannon Stillwell was stabbed in prison. So you're heading back.
Home. I'm heading
Yeah.
back home. Yes.
What you're heading back home? What was it like when you got to this courtroom this morning? You got there at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but I heard the news before I got to the courtroom.
Okay. So what exactly did you hear? Can you give us
I
a little bit
heard
more details?
when I was parking my car, the parking attendant told me that I don't think you're gonna have court today because one of the people got stabbed.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
I didn't take. I took it with a grain of salt because I was like, yeah, okay. So
Hmm.
then when I got inside the courtroom, I mean, in the hallway of the courtroom, then I saw the others in there and everybody was like whispering. And then that's when they told me that he had gotten stabbed. But I was like, oh, I heard that already. They said, you did? I said, yeah, the parking lot guy already told me. Because I was on my live and the people on my live heard it as well.
So let me ask you a question. If what is his condition?
He's stable.
Okay. So can you tell me where was he stabbed? Was he, what was the
In the
situation?
abdomen. I don't know what the situation was, but he got stabbed early in the morning, in like the midnight, late hours, early morning.
In his abdomen. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
What
But he's stable. He's stable.
okay. What are they saying? I mean, there's always talk going around, I'm sure. What are you hearing transpired here?
We don't know. No one knows exactly what happened because it was late, and
Mm-hmm.
one of the officers confirmed the information. One of the officers from the prison.
Okay. Now he got stabbed in you said prison. Then I heard you
Not
distinguish the
prison,
whole
it's jail. It's jail. I'm sorry, not prison. I'm sorry. My apologies. It's
right.
jail, jail. At
Jail.
Rice Street, which is the Fulton County Jail.
The Fulton County Jail, and he's just being held there because, hi, Monique's World. Shannon Stillwell was stabbed overnight, and he's in stable condition right now. But the court has been postponed for today. So right now we're just talking with Sylvia, who's on her way back home. She was at the trial this morning. Came in and heard the news and just trying to get some more clarity as to what happened. So he was stabbed overnight. He's in the jail now. The jail is on Rice Street, so that's basically a holding place for them while they're in trial, right?
For those individuals, yes.
Right.
This is the same jail that has had so many deaths this year. They've been sued a couple of times, and this is the one where the guy was found with the bugs all in coming out his mouth and all this kind of stuff. And there's a couple of stabbings. There's a lot of things that's been going on in Rice Street.
Okay, so this is the county's jail, correct? This is a county run jail.
Fulton County Jail, yeah.
Fulton County Jail, and it's called the Rice Street Jail. Is that
It's
the
on Rice Street. It's on Rice Street, but it's called Fulton County.
Okay. All right. So yeah, and you're saying that this has been that this jail is poorly run essentially because there've been all of these incidences and prisoners seeming to be in poor conditions.
Yeah, and they're also saying there's a lot of prisoners are making shank out of the parts of the jail that's broken, like falling apart. There's steel metals in the walls and stuff that they're taking out and making shanks and things like that. So they've got a lot of shanks in there.
Wow. So I'm just wondering, what could have transpired. He's been in this same prison since the trial began, right? So this is where he's been over the last 3 weeks, the last 2 weeks.
He's been there for the last since he's been in prison. I mean jail. Sorry,
Right.
I keep saying prison.
So that's where
And since he's been in jail,
okay. All right.
he's been
Because
in at least 16 months.
16 months in this location. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Because I'm just wondering what could have transpired over the weekend, but you never know. It could be something as simple as a food dispute. It could have been, all kind of things. It didn't necessarily have to have anything to do with this trial. I think that's very important for us to say because, people want to start speculating. Oh, it might have had something to do with he was going to snitch or, something like that. It didn't necessarily
No,
do with
but
that.
remember that there's supposedly a rival gang in there in the jail.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
I don't know.
So, well, I mean, that's been the case since for 16 months though, right? So, I mean, it's always going to be some rivals in that in different prisons or jails.
Jails.
So yeah, but we shouldn't jump to the conclusion at all, folks, that this had anything to do with the case, etc., or anybody put a hit out on anybody per se. I mean, we'll get more details hopefully at some point, but for now, this is all we know, right? So we're coming back tomorrow for the proceedings, according to Judge Glanville. Looks like we're going to try to come back tomorrow.
At 9 o'clock. And it's
Okay.
going to be day by day because right now he's just stable. Still in the hospital.
So they can't proceed the trial without him, with just his
Well,
part severed,
no.
or
What happened is they have to they have to be able to waive it, and the judge has to go through all this, and so they may not be able to do that. If his attorney says no, they don't want to sever it, or they don't want to waive his appearance right now. That's why they had to let it go. Had to let us all go home.
I mean, but it could take, you're talking about a stomach injury. It could take, it could take weeks
It's not.
for a
It's not.
stomach.
They said it's not that. It's more. I don't. Well, I won't speculate. I'm sorry. I won't speculate.
I'm
They said
looking
he's
here.
stable.
Okay, it says an average time length that a person would with an abdominal incision to heal is about 1 to 2 months, or even 6 weeks.
Oh,
That's pretty.
it depends how deep the wound is, right?
Right, right, right. But I mean, apparently he had surgery or no?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay. Right. So it does depend on how deep it is, but I mean, you're talking about a delay. I'd say at least if they're depending upon him to come back in order for them to restart. I can't imagine any judge, I mean, any hospital that's going to let someone out, unless it was a surface wound, that's going to let somebody out after just a few days. You're talking about weeks here that this man is going to be, going to be out of the trial. I can't imagine. I mean, was it a surface situation? I don't know, but if it was below the surface, you're talking about weeks. So there could certainly be a significant delay in the proceedings here. And
But
then
we
with the
never
holiday,
know, because the way Rice Streets patch people up and bring them out. So I don't know. I don't think. I mean, I've seen people with terrible wounds and they let them back out in a day. So I don't know.
I'm also thinking about the fact that the holidays are coming up, and this is supposed to be finished on what, the 16th anyway, right? For the
Yeah.
holiday, the
So
break.
but yeah, he might just let us take the 4 days and
Right,
continue the next 2 weeks, and that's enough, right? Because we're not
right.
coming back until the second, so he might just decide just to let us out earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like it probably is. I'm sure going through his mind right now that there's only one
Because
week.
it's only 4 days. It's only four
Days.
days now, so
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, in the meantime, in between time, we, I guess, should start to talk about what else we're going to be programming with, and how we're going to, continue to work on this trial, or continue to discuss this trial. But we'll keep you guys posted as we go. Any other thoughts, Sylvia, before we sign off for now?
just yeah, just pray for him. Pray for everyone that's involved in this case, our prosecutors and everyone, because everyone deserves prayer. That's it. That's all I say. Pray.
All right. All right. We'll get back to you guys later on. Of course, keep your notifications on so you can be notified of any new updates, especially since we're having, thanks, Kimberly. She's got her praying hands up. Especially since we're having you know, things are a little volatile. So definitely make sure you have your like and subscribe and your notifications on and all that other stuff so that you can be updated as soon as we know. You will know. Drive safely, Sylvia says. I said what I said. All right. We'll let you go, dear. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye,
Thanks.
everybody.